I'll work on your father. He'll come round.
Right. He'll always come around for you. Never for me. I wanted him to do it for me.
If he's hard on you, it's because he expects a lot from you.
He doesn't expect anything from me. He never has. Does he care about me? He stuck me with Nana and Papa for years. And boarding school. He didn't even want me around.
You're very upset. Go to bed, eh?
Serves him right I'm useless, doesn't it?
Simon, darling, early as usual. Angela's not quite ready yet.
Woman's prerogative.
I'd have been waiting on the doorstep for you. A cup of coffee or drink?
No, thanks. You?
Yes, little place in New South Head Road.
Nice.
Angela really enjoyed the party the other night.
Yeah, we had a great time.
It was lovely to see you together. You get along so well.
I'm very fond of Angela.
Oh, she's very fond of you, too, you know. The girl herself.
Mother been chewing your ear again?
Darling, I may not be here when you get back, so make sure you give Simon a decent lunch, hmm? You stand up for your rights, Simon.
Oh, I will, Mrs. Hamilton.
Good lad.
Are we going or not?
Morning, Wayne. How's business?
Oh, don't embarrass him, Simon. Oh, didn't I tell you? Wayne's not managing the stud anymore. Won't be long. Just go and saddle up a horse.
It's taking up too much of my time. My investments are far more important.
Saddle up Solitaire for me.
I've already saddled Gemma.
Good. Then my friend can take Gemma and I'll take Solitaire.
Your father said Nicola's the only one allowed to exercise solitaire.
I gave you an order.
I take my orders from your father.
Who am I riding, Angie?
Bandit. I'll take Gemma. Bandit's a real man's horse. You ride like a man, too.
I've had a lot of practice.
And how am I supposed to take that?
Any way you like.
You can make me jealous.
I hope so.
Watch it.
Should give you a run for your money?
Certainly did.
You'll catch it.
Thanks. It's rude to stare.
I know what you're doing, so don't waste your time.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, you're trying to get at me through what's-his-name over there.
Really?
Really. Let me give you some advice. Don't make a fool of
You're
yourself.
going to play the big brother now.
If you like. Look, things between us didn't go the way we planned. But don't do anything stupid.
I'll try not to.
Thought you were giving Simon lunch.
In fact, I won't. So keep your advice to yourself. People don't lie to me and get away with it.
Angela?
If I had my way, you wouldn't be working here at all. But as you are, just remember what you are. An employee. I don't know what Mother thought I was going to cook you. It'll take ages to thaw anything from the freezer. We're not what you'd call a practical family.
Doesn't worry me a bit.
And why should it?
Angie, I've known you for a long time now, and I've thought about it for a long time.
Simon?
And I mean it very seriously when I say I want you to marry me.
Simon, I'm sorry, but I honestly never thought you were that serious about me. It's very nice to be asked, especially by you. But it's not right.
Why not? We enjoy each other's company. We've got the same friends. I think we understand each other pretty well. We could have a perfect marriage.
It takes more than friendship to make a perfect marriage. Sorry if I gave you the wrong idea, but I'm nowhere near ready for that sort of thing. Simon, why'd you have to blow it? We were having such a good time.
I can't help it if I love you. I'm, bad timing, eh? I'd like you to think about it.
We can still be friends.
I think I'll skip lunch.
It's the ultimate one night.
Do you love Mum?
Of course I do. That all happened a long time ago, son. You might think you're an adult, but you'll learn that time changes things.
Well, what happened to John's mum?
I don't know. I never saw her again. Listen, how about we tidy up the dishes?
What was she like?
I loved her.
Angela, come down here at once.
What's all this shouting about?
Why did you refuse Simon Armstrong's proposal?
How did you find out about that?
Wayne saw him at the yacht club trying to drown his sorrows. I want an explanation.
Mother, I don't love him. I've got no intention of marrying him.
You are proposed to, finally, by the son of one of the best families in the state, and you had the audacity to throw it back in his face.
Mother, I don't love him.
Oh, don't be so naive. What has love got to do with it? I have spent years cultivating the right people, making damn sure that you would marry somebody who'd give you everything you wanted. And what do I get as a result? I don't love him.
If he means that much to you, why don't you go after him?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Come on in.
So this is where you hide out.
It's not much, I know, but I'm gradually getting there.
Well, I didn't mean anything. It looks pretty professional.
Oh, not really. It's a case of having to.
I suppose the extra cash you get for making out Fiona's breakfast comes in handy.
I don't get any extra cash.
Oh.
You should see yourself. You're dying to ask more, aren't you?
No, not really. We made a deal that we respect each other's private lives.
Could you pass me those scissors? Let's just say that when I met Fiona, I had a few problems. She helped me out, and I'm still sort of saying thanks. What did you want, anyway?
Oh, you mentioned having a night on the town. I thought tonight could be the night. My shout, of course.
Oh, great. Can I finish this first?
Yep. Pick you up in an hour.
Oh, wow. I could go out with you myself.
You've already got a date.
Not a date, darling. An old friend. Jack is much more than your common or garden date.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, really. Out.
Ah, looks like you've got competition.
Well, it most certainly does. Oh, can I get a lift with you two over the bridge?
Isn't your friend picking you up?
He did that years ago.
Oh, well.
Check it out! A premiere as big as the ocean itself.
That sounds like fun.
Nice piece of bacon, that.
Make sure you stop for morning tea.
Aubrey as usual.
Thanks for having that talk with Kevin last night, love.
Think it cleared the air a bit?
Why don't you, clear a few things up for yourself, too?
Oh, Beryl, don't start again. I'm sorry. But I couldn't handle going back to Fiona's, and that's that. I'll see you in a few days, eh?
For someone who doesn't know their way around Sydney, you had a pretty good nose last night.
Just follow the noise.
Oh, did I say thanks? Thanks.
Pleasure.
Good morning, kids. I hope there's enough for Jack.
Of course.
You could use some sustenance, couldn't you, darling?
I certainly
Yes,
could.
well, look, you go and have a shower while I do something with my hair. Okay? He'll have 2 slices of toast.
Don't tell me you're shocked.
No. Surprised, I suppose.
There's a lot more in store for you.
I'm off to work. How's the list of the overprivileged going?
Would you believe Mrs. Armstrong is the only one who hasn't accepted? I'd cancel the whole boring thing if I hadn't already invited so many personal friends.
Ah, you give in too easily.
The whole idea of the thing was to get Angela and Simon together. She's made damn sure that's not going to happen.
She's playing hard to get. The next time he asks her, she could easily change her mind.
If he asks her again.
I think I'll pop into his place on the way to the stud.
Wayne, what are you up to?
Trying to clear the head.
Didn't work.
The amount you got through last night, I'm not surprised.
Well, I thought it was the answer at the time.
It might have been for nothing. Had a good chat to Angie last night. You know, she's terrified of your mother.
Really? I suppose Mum can be a little hard-going at times.
Oh, simple answer. You come to my mother's party, make sure your mother comes too. She and Angie can get to know each other on home ground. Angela would feel safer, if you see what I mean.
It's worth a try. Mum can't put people down, that's for sure.
Morning, Mrs. Armstrong.
Wayne, kick that over for me, darling, would you? Well, see your father's got wise for you. New manager for the stud.
Oh, that. It was getting too hectic for me. I wanted to concentrate more on my private investments.
Rubbish. Well, your father's no fool, Wayne, and neither am I. I mean, the number of times I've seen you down at the yacht club during the day, I wonder when the work had got done.
But he's not having much luck.
No, I should have known better. Thank you, dear.
I better be off. See you.
See you. What's he after?
I don't know.
He's a little con man. It's very funny seeing him try, though. All he needs is a lot of good hard work. Just like you. 10 laps.
Lunch break. Feel like a beer? You look so surprised. Look, I haven't been easy on you, but
I can handle it.
all I'm suggesting is that we'll get on a lot better if we stop competing with each other.
Fair enough.
Good. How that beer? Oh, there's a party on tomorrow night. Why don't you come? Meet a few people.
At your place? Your mum would have kittens.
She told me to ask you.
Yeah, sure.
No, she did. Look, I can get it in writing if you like. It's forgive and forget time.
You can get it in writing. Why the change?
Why not? Like I said, truce.
Okay. A written invitation, then I'll come.
Basketball legend Andrew Gaze.
Absolutely delighted, Mrs. Armstrong. We should have a wonderful night. I've invited the Spencers, too. You know them, of course. They're... No, I won't keep you. Thank you very much for calling. Bye-bye. You were behind that?
I told you not to give up.
You're brilliant.
I know. Drink. There's one last touch, though. We invite Scott Edwards.
Wayne, sometimes your sense of humour defeats me.
I'm not joking. Angela feels awkward with him around. I just can't help thinking it could come in useful, that's all.
I hope you know what you're doing. All right, invite him.
You got some spare invitations? Good. Let's put it in writing. We don't want him to think we're bad-mannered, do we?
You're Mr. and Mrs. Palmer?
Yes.
My God. How old are you two kids? Oh, wowee. If only I were 20 years younger.
What?
Oh, wishful thinking.
Oh, I'm going for a walk before it gets dark. You want to come?
No, I'll attempt to finish this. You might have to untie me by the time we get back.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
I still don't know anything about you. Apart from you being the same Aunt Fiona I always knew.
Isn't that enough?
I guess so.
Hey.
How did you get those people in Melbourne to keep quiet about me? They must have known who I was.
Style and natural charm. I'll put it all in my memoirs. And you can have the first autograph copy before it's confiscated. The sun will be gone if you don't hurry up.
Be back in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Love is very strange, it can come.
Imagine if, out of the blue, you were contacted by a man who said you must import heroin or pay up. When you refuse, they kidnap your son. Then, time runs out. It's the largest and most complex homicide investigation ever undertaken by Australian police. When Lisa McCune presents Forensic Investigators, Australia's True Crimes, 8:30 tonight on 7. Next, the latest 7 Morning News.
Laughter, tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we two were once about.